Actually, this story occurred literally where you guys are sitting right now a month ago, and Val and James were there watching it happen, and I think you helped me process through it afterwards, so thank you. My moral support here. Okay, here we go. My cell phone rang. I looked down and saw the name Richard Scrivens blinking at me. Rich is Peoria Police Lieutenant, just sitting in the back. Michelle, it's Rich. I need you to lock down your facility. A taxi is en route to you, and the driver is currently being held at gunpoint. My officers are also en route. I walked outside the front door, cell phone attached to my ear, and said, "We have kids out here." Lieutenant Scrivens responded, "Bring them inside, and please don't let anyone outside until I call you back." My heart was pounding out of my chest. I hoped the report was wrong and nothing significant was about to happen. Then I heard the firm, strong voice of Officer Isabel Wolf. "Michelle, where is she?" "Brown hair, white and black backpack." I watched as she led 3 other officers with guns drawn around the side of the building in my direction. I came that way. She directed, "Taxi is on the side. We have the place locked down. We think the woman is in your building." I had about 1 second to realize that I was still breathing, and then motioned for the officer to follow me into the front room. It was then that I noticed a dark-haired woman with a white and black backpack leaning at the welcome counter. She was nondescript, my height, my age, just a woman leaning with her hands over the counter. Backpack was hanging off of one shoulder. She could have been at any counter. There was nothing descript about her. She was just waiting patiently. Out of the corner of my eye, I saw the police enter through the other door, guns still drawn. They reminded me of a TV show, very uniform and precise with their movements. They walked as one black wall, placing the family with children behind them as they came closer. I approached the woman, smiled, and asked her to follow me outside. She agreed. When we reached the door, Officer Wolf stated, "Drop your backpack and get on the ground." The woman did so. 2 female officers quickly separated me from the area while they searched her, repeatedly asking, "Where is the gun?" The woman commented back, "I don't know what you mean." The officers quickly determined that things were safe. They assisted the woman, now in handcuffs, onto one of our benches. Actually, where Mark's sitting. They gave her some water. They moved her hair from her eyes. They adjusted her sweatshirt onto her shoulders. I was watching and remembering, okay, I'm still breathing. This is now under control. My cell phone rang again. I looked down to see the name Richard Scrivens blinking. "Hello, Lieutenant." He answered, "Hi, Michelle. Looks like everything is secured. Officer Wolf will keep you updated with what is next. Good job." As we put the pieces together, we learned that this woman, Bonnie, had been at Child Protective Services appointment on that day. Her mother was seeking guardianship of her children. She became overwhelmed and she called a taxi. When the taxi arrived, Bonnie told the driver she had a gun, and if she didn't get driven to the Recovery Response Center, she would shoot her. Officer Wolf walked up, stopped, and said, "Good news, there's no weapon, and the taxi driver does not want to press charges. We're going to leave her in your care." And just like that, the situation became one that my team is accustomed to. The children ran back outside and picked up their game, the front room continued to serve their guests, and the phone continued to ring. Officer Wolf continued on her paperwork. Bonnie was tired. She didn't talk much that night. The next day, she signed involuntarily. Later that night, she reconnected with her family and her clinical team and returned back home. We thought to ourselves, no jail record, only a recovery opportunity.
She's been there. God knows she's been there. She's seen and done it all. She's a woman. She knows how to dish it out or take it all. Her heart is soft as feathers. Still she weathers stormy skies. She's a sparrow when she's broken, but she's an eagle when she flies. A kaleidoscope of colors you can turn around and round. You can keep her in your vision, but you'll never